I experienced it.
It's something
and,
about it.
It's like if we were able, I could never do this because I'm too self-centered to do it. But if I was able to go to an island and live the rest of my life with no phones or anything else, it would take me a little bit. But wouldn't it be great?
Oh my God, yeah.
You wouldn't have any kind of stress or anything. One day, whoever's in charge of the world blows it up. You didn't know. You just die like a butterfly. You're okay.
Yeah.
You know?
You wouldn't want to know what's happening?
No. You know what? In a way, yeah, I'm a comic, so yes, I want to know what's happening. But I think I could flip out and go to an island and just live the rest of my life happy.
Okay. That's many years in the game.
You know, and it just, of course, I'd miss stand-up because I love stand-up.
Oh, you would do stand-up on the island.
Yeah. Probably a better audience is the crabs and the sea lions.
Yeah. You never can tell. But that's the way you felt.
You can YouTube it.
Well, that's the way you felt. There's plenty of people do that. That's the way you felt coming back from France?
I was anxious to come back because I wanted to get back to work. I want to start working on music, but I was just too freaking jet-lagged.
But you can work on music anywhere.
Yeah, you can.
Because there's musicians everywhere.
Absolutely. And,
there's lots of comics, they say, but not really.
Yeah,
so you're okay with music.
Oh, yes, there are.
No.
Oh, you mean real comics?
Yeah. Real comics.
Yeah.
People that are funny because they're funny. People that think of things because they think different, not because they want to make you laugh. It's because they think different.
Right.
You know, of course our goal is to make you laugh.
Right.
But not by stretching how you feel.
Right.
It's how you feel.
And then you have the YouTube channel, you have the music, you have the composing, and the fashion designing too.
Well, I designed, actually this is my design,
I was going to say,
right? The sun protector shawl.
Let's
I haven't
outstretch again. Let's see.
Yeah, here we go.
Is that one piece?
It's one piece, and it's basically so that when you're driving, it's so awesome because I needed something, right? When
so
you're
it doesn't
driving,
burn your arms.
Exactly. I just hate
You
that.
stay goth.
You stay goth.
Stay pale.
You know?
Stay pale.
Keep
Yeah.
your chest and your arms nice and pale.
So you kind of got a tan
This
from
is as pale
France.
as I'm getting.
Yeah, no.
I was wearing it for the most time in France, and we were mostly inside, you know, like doing all these panels and stuff like that. So the clothing line is really focused just on the shawl at the moment.
Okay.
I don't have that much time. I have all these ideas, you know, but I'm like, oh my god.
Oh.
That's actually a very good idea. I mean, I see
I needed
a lot of Asian women when they drive.
Yes.
They have that one sleeve on.
Yeah.
He almost said Oriental.
But see
No,
what
I did not. I wasn't talking about rugs.
But see, you know what I didn't like about that? Because it's tight. I don't like the tight thing. I like.
No, but I'm saying that would sell very well.
Exactly.
It's very chic.
Oh my god, you nailed it. Exactly. it's functional, fashionable.
I would wear it.
Yes.
Okay, baby. Let me make you one.
There you got a double X for me.
But I have more ideas that I want to, bring to life, and I have also like they come with a hoodie and inked,
That's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
So start with
for
the shawl.
festivals and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
That'd be great at the festival, sure.
Oh.
What happened? Oh.
This girl that I met in Cannes, she gave it to me, so it's okay. But I lost it here. That's good because I can.
Well, you didn't lose it.
Didn't lose it on a plane.
Now I can use it for my water bottle.
Okay.
Or
multifunctional too. See.
A tassel, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also vocal coach. That's how I make.
Oh, that's
my
another
living
thing because I was looking at your Patreon today.
Yeah, I do vocal coaching as well. That's how I've been making my living. But I'm kind of in transition where I just really want to focus on making music full time.
No,
and travel full time.
Of course,
maybe.
Now, how you have to have some sort of talent to go to a vocal coach to begin with, right?
You know,
because I can't sing with the
you
band.
You have to have definitely the will to wanting to do that, the passion. If you don't have the passion, then if you're not as talented to begin with, it might be really hard for you. But if you don't have as much talent to come in, but you have that passion, you can learn how to sing.
My wife has passion to sing, and she doesn't have the balls yet.
She's
very talented.
Yeah.
But I think she's been suppressed most of her life. A lot of her friends and her late husband used to play guitar for a lot of people. And having someone that would be supportive like that would be great.
Yeah.
I think what you do is great.
Well, because I'm not so much of a technical coach, I'm way more of what you were just talking about, and you too. It's so much of it is mental. it's psychological.
Really?
You know, so once you kind of tap into that, like getting rid of that fear, getting rid of that, like,
if you see
being
people
self-conscious, you know what I mean?
If you see people with confidence, and they're confident, like, it carries over on stage.
Absolutely.
Because you're the one that's selling.
Yes.
And what are you selling? You're selling your goods, and your goods are you.
You're selling yourself, yeah.
You know, and that's a very important
And being
thing.
authentic, because a lot of singers, they compare themselves to like Celine Dion or like, you know, Christina Aguilera or someone like that. And it's like, no, you are you.
Right.
If you have your own voice, your
Who's
own
that
range.
kid that was just on Alexandro?
I don't know.
He was on The Voice or something.
Oh, I haven't watched the latest.
I watched that because, you know, I'm almost hitting that age where
it's mandatory.
watching everything. Oh, look, that person's got talent. I'm crying.
Right.
But no, this guy was so good.
Right.
But he was himself.
Exactly. You
And
have
that's
to
what's
be yourself.
important. When you sound like a cookie that everyone has on their shelf,
Yeah. Boring,
very.
you know?
So, it's where does the time go? I think I wanted to get
Is it
into.
over?
No, it's not hard. No, we got 3 more hours to go. No,
Okay.
no, I wanted to get some of the stories you were telling me at the whiskey. You were regaling me and Hannah about the Sunset Strip back in the day in the 80s.
Gosh. Well,
You would do comedy at these places.
You have to write a book about that.
This one comic and I, he goes, hey, they want us to go do a set over at the Rainbow.
Right.
And I go, huh? Okay.
It's like 87?
Yes.
86?
No, it was 80...
Or 85?
84.
84, okay.
84, 83, 84.
Okay.
And the little balcony,
Right.
okay? They
The
got,
Hollywood Vampire Balcony.
yeah, is that what it's called? I don't know. It was the first time I was there.
No, there's a sign that says Hollywood
really?
Vampires, and I guess John Lennon and Keith Moon
Yeah.
and Alice Cooper.
So that's where we have to perform from, up there, with a mic.
You ever been to Rainbow, Jacqueline?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like when we first moved to LA, I did a few acoustic shows there.
Okay, so here's the stage.
So upstairs, right? Like on
Well,
the.
it's upstairs, but the stage is down here. You're looking either at the stage or you're looking at the crowd.
Okay.
So, and Guns N' Roses was there that night.
Oh.
And I remember going.
That's
My
insane.
friend goes up there and he dies a miserable death, and I'm watching this going.
Yeah.
I'm next. Oh. So, I hung from the balcony because the guys were trying to spit on us, and I go, I can spit lower than you can spit higher, so don't. And I'm leaning on the thing and I'm doing my stuff, and all of a sudden the owner comes out and goes, "Can you go to the whiskey?" And I go, I thought it was over, man.
Yeah,
you know, your balls get back tucked. Well, not you, but your balls get tucked in. You're going, jeez. I just had an argument with what's his name from Guns N' Roses,
Axel?
Axel.
Axel.
Because that was the time when he was using a lot, and and we had
Look at he's so Star Trek. Look at
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
and we had an argument. So I go
about what?
well, because he was being an ass,
Oh, okay.
and I told him, hey man, and
Yeah.
I'm a young kid. I don't care who you are,
Right.
because
Yeah.
before you really think, you open your mouth and then you go, oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
That cost me. And so we went to the whiskey, and here's the whiskey, and I'm going, again, we have to do this crap? Nobody's there. Nobody's there for stand-up.
Right.
But it was $25, both places.
Yeah.
That's $50. That's a lot, So that actually went pretty well, and then we started doing it every week.
Okay.
To the point where I got, okay,
Wow.
this is easy. It wasn't so hard anymore.
Right. So you were going to the Rainbow and the Whiskey, and you had to be. That was like what Poison, Motley Crue, all these guys. And
Because when I started out, there was the morgue in Alhambra.
Okay.
San Gabriel morgue, or San Gabriel.
The actual morgue.
Yes, it closed
now
down.
you're going goth. Okay.
No, it closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it closed down, and right next door is where they opened. Well, they rented out to Motley Crue and Stormer, this band.
Okay.
And they had different rooms like this one here, studios, and it was an overnight thing, and most of the guys from Motley Crue would live in there, and Stormer. So
Okay.
I was there every night for parties and everything.
Oh, really? So when
So it's Timmy Gaines,
so
which is in
cool.
Striper.
so like the dirt, like you were there.
I was there. and then Striper, Timmy Gaines was the bass player.
The Christian heavy metal band.
But before that he was in Stormer. And so you're sitting there going, what are you doing? You're throwing Bibles at people now? That's how well we knew.
And it worked.
And it worked perfectly for them, and they're very talented.
Yeah, no.
Timmy was very, very talented. And then one time we were at this place, it was Vandy Camps.
Okay.
In Arcadia. And Tommy and I had a gross out party. We get there late. And he just finished.
Okay, now you and the guy from Striper are having a gross out party.
No. Tommy
Lee?
Tommy Lee.
Oh, okay.
But Timmy was there because we'd go there late night.
Even better. So you and Tommy Lee are having a gross out party.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all set up. I got to hear this.
So what it was you put everything inside in a milkshake and you got to drink it. So then he drinks this one and I go, wait. And I put ashes and cigarette butts and I drink this and he goes, that's it, that's enough. And that was right before they signed with the T's hair and everything because he was showing us the copies of stuff, and this was way back in the day. I got to experience a lot of stuff between them.
So you were like Ozzy before Ozzy because that was the whole thing. They dared him to snort ants.
Yeah.
And you were doing the same shit.
That,
yeah.
And Tommy could do anything. He was.
Well, what's the wildest thing you saw him do?
Just that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
And then we would hang there, and then the Van Halens were there all the time. I grew up in that era.
Okay.
There was a place in Arcadia called Roxanne's.
Okay.
There was a little club that was probably about the size of this, but it was hopping all the time. And then Snookies.
Was it you that told me that the Van Halen played their high school dance or something?
Oh, they played my high school dance.
Yeah.
'Cause I went to Bishop Ammont, and our senior year, our second to senior year.
That's insane.
I didn't graduate senior year. And it was.
I told you he's got some great stories.
It was David Lee Roth and the rest of them in our gymnasium, And these Catholic girls lost their mind,
I can't imagine,
Because you got Dave wearing the leather really low, where you could see the little devil line, Devil's Trail.
Oh.
And I took this. I'm Cuban, and I took this other Cuban gal, Ileana.
Right.
And all she did was stand in front of that speaker, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I couldn't get in there.
Just staring at that David Lee Roth treasure trail.
Oh Lord, look at that!
And little did they know. And
in 2 weeks, and here's the funny thing: after the dance, that whole week, that band sucked, man. 2 weeks later, they signed. They played our school. They were great. I go,
that always happens, right?
I know. It was like
funny.
But
well, when you watch them and forget that Dave stole your girlfriend because he did that to everybody. But
he didn't steal my girlfriend.
I know. He got her excited.
Who didn't he steal?
Yeah, he
was like fully sex right there.
Right. Right. But I mean, when you saw them play a high school dance, were you like, they're a little better than most of the bands?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But then again, I used to hang out at their after backyard parties.
Oh, that's right. You told me that too. Yeah.
I would open by opening. This is what I call opening. Hey, introduce the band, would you? Okay.
So you introduced Van Halen at a keg party.
Yeah, and
that is just so.
But it's
badass.
great,
Sorry.
No, you can say badass.
No,
but
I slammed.
Can she? Because it's your show.
No, say badass. Slam things on the table.
But the thing is that sometimes I sit back and go, I've had a hell of a wild ride.
That's insane.
I worked for someone one time, and I was doing their tapes and stuff. It was programming, and I come down and I look in the studio, and there's John Entwistle.
Okay.
And Rod Stewart.
Right, John Entwistle from the Who and Rod Stewart. Okay.
And I'm like, and the guy goes, "Hey, we're going to lunch. You want to come with us?" Oh, yeah. Keith Richards. Yeah, I want to go.
Oh my God.
So we spent the whole afternoon there, and then years later, not years later, but a couple years later, I go to the top of the Rainbow to the bar,
Right.
And Sam is there, Sam Kinison. He goes, hey. Because Sam was always really nice. If he liked you,
yeah,
he wanted to introduce you to people and,
Right.
He goes, I want to meet somebody. As I'm walking there, there's John Ansel. So he goes, Franchie, how you doing? And Sam goes, what? You know, so I mean, like,
quite nice.
We've all seen a lot of things.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And by the way, it's Franchie, not Frenchie.
Yeah, it's Franchie.
How many people got that wrong?
And you know, they call me asshole too. But I don't even know how that sounds right.
Well, please, I can see that. But but and you Cuban, was that ever an impediment in comedy, or nobody cared?
Well, back then, you see, I don't let people. I'm not one of these Latin comics that has to say my ethnicity every 10 minutes.
Right.
You know, because I live my life the way it is. I don't think I'm brown. I don't think I'm
Right.
this. Sometimes I do if you know, someone's giving me crap or something.
Right.
But for the most part, I just think of myself as a person living.
Right.
You know, and it's funny because when you start looking at things past the color, you realize we're really all the same.
We are.
But unless you're white, you don't really have those problems.
Right.
But if you're any kind of ethnicity, you have problems.
Right.
If you speak with a different accent, people look at you like, and you know, they don't realize. When I was in Mexico, the saddest thing was that I wish people could really see how nice it really is.
Yeah,
and how genuine people are, and how not stupid they are.
Right.
Well, here's the other thing too, because the Latin countries, if you misidentify somebody, they don't like if you talk to a Mexican, you think they're from Guatemala, or somebody from Guatemala's from El Salvador, somebody from Cuba's here. They hate that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, tell a Puerto Rican that
Dominican,
he's Cuban.
yeah.
No, tell a Puerto Rican he's Cuban. Nah,
Exactly.
we're American.
So when you do Latin shows, there's no change in the act, huh?
Not really. I mean, I raised 4 kids.
Yeah.
I didn't raise them as a Cuban father.
Right.
I didn't raise them as a Latin father. I raised them as a father.
Right.
And I had different experiences in my life that I gave to my kids. My kids are very proud of being Cuban. Well, except my boy. He thinks he's Irish.
Yeah.
But, gosh, I don't know.
Cuban, Irish, you know.
He goes, I'm Irish. No, you're not. No, you're not. Your mom was French and
Yeah.
black.
Not French. French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
French.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah. It's, you know, life is what it is. Man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's you're right. Everybody's the same everywhere, and the more you travel,
we
the
all
more you find
want
that out.
kind of the same things. We want to succeed.
Yes.
Right.
Good people want to succeed.
And you want to be happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Everyone wants to succeed. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved.
Yeah.
I'm truly one of those guys that one of my friends succeeds. It's not what can you do for me now. Man, good for you.
Exactly.
Because you have to be supportive. It comes back.
Exactly.
If it doesn't come back today, it'll come back in our next life. I don't
Exactly.
care.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know, if I heard you won the lotto, or all of a sudden you got syndicated,
Exactly.
good going.
That's great. No, it's
You know,
that's the way it is. It's you know, you're never going to succeed off somebody else's.
I've watched enough people in this business make it, and I've seen enough people be assholes.
Mm-hmm.
All I want is to see succeeding.